Mic's off, Harry. You go back to your seat until I call you, Harry.
Eve's innocent. She didn't push me. I made it up.
All right, take a seat.
I have one more thing to say.
All right, say it, Harry.
You know what you did, Nancy, in the game? You repeatedly punched me in the back of the head, but you're probably going to get away with it like you get away with everything. Let me tell you right now, Nancy, when Professor L finally comes back around, his bald head and big mustache in his wheelchair, and he points that fucking gun at you, he might pull the trigger next time.
I'll happily
Fuck
own up to the
this.
fact that I punched you. Yeah, I did.
I'm signing out for the whole day. I ain't working.
Harry, you get back here, Harry. You walk out those doors, Harry. You ain't coming back. Really, Harry? All right, Harry has now been found guilty of lying, more threats to Nancy, and walking out of the court before it was adjourned. Nancy, you'll be facing punishment for punching Harry in the back of the head.
No problem.
Tim, I don't believe you did anything wrong. You're good.
Harry
And
also
Eve?
punched us, just by the way.
Yeah, he's got a rack of charges.
Yeah. Okay.
And Eve, you are being charged for not pushing Harry off the building when you should have.
Okay.
True.
Court is adjourned. Everybody
Good
stand.
stuff. Okay. Whew.
All right, back to the meeting.
Okay. That was stressful.
Yeah, that was stressful. We need to expand the HR team. It's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember anything I wanted to talk about.
I went a little off the rails, I think.
Have you thought of any other cities waiting on word what we want to do with the other rooms?
Let's hold off on that for now. Tim, any updates on your end?
I have a set of bylaws ready for Aegis. I have a bond agreement ready to go. I submitted those two pieces of legislation for Project Sinatra, and Crane is updating the loan legislation to say no new loan companies.
Yeah, because Babis called me yesterday and he said, hey, are we approving new loan companies? I said no, because the legislation that Tim had submitted said no new loan companies, only existing companies can give out personal or business loans. And then apparently the one in the city doesn't say that. So Crane then came back and said he'll update it.
Okay, but I don't think we should be opposed of new loan companies opening up, right?
Like private ones?
Yeah, if they're gonna fund themselves and use whatever money that's not provided by the state, I mean, all the power to them. You know what I mean?
I'm just afraid that they're gonna ask for state grants.
No, they'll be denied everything. State grants falls under state funding. So any dollar that comes out of the state account will never go to a loan company ever for any reason. It could be for fucking new chairs for all they want. It just does not happen. We don't fund it in any shape, way, or form. So maybe we put
Also,
that, better define that in the legislation, Tim. If it's not already well defined.
Yeah, let me see if I can't stop Crane before he updates the current version then.
Yeah, because
also,
I would. Sorry, go ahead, Eve.
Yeah. I would like to potentially limit state grants to $1 million or do it case by case basis, because there was a woman who wanted a state grant for 2.5 million, and then she texted me saying, hey, can we please get paid? The designer for the storefront is getting really aggressive. Turns out she is the designer, speaking to herself in third person. And then Nancy overheard somebody talking at Auto saying she is just waiting for the state grant so she can buy a new car. I asked Nancy, hey, can you find out what her name is? Although I already knew what her name was going to be. And then Babis told me there's a lot of drama going on with that. And then she texted me saying that she has a split personality. And I was like, okay, I'm yeeting out of this. So yeah, I would really...
We send her the Parsons and we tell her we don't deal with crazy people.
Yeah, and then we also got a state grant from Morph Interiors who want 17 million, and their reason is they want to just pay bonuses to their employees.
Which is the dumbest shit ever, I think.
Okay, but listen, we have to play the game here, right? Not to
I
say that
know.
that's going to be 17 mil the game, but we need. Listen, I prefer people think we're stupid and we're just throwing out money to everybody, right? That way, when it comes to voting the second time, they think, oh, if I vote for Lang, I get to fucking keep using that cocksucker dumb fuck and keep just fucking draining money. We want to keep that. So the fact that this lady, for example, wants to buy a car, it keeps our image alive. Then you know what happens? We send agents to start investigating all these state grants. We take all these cocksuckers to court. We get all our money back and then some in blood.
Okay.
You know what I mean? These are cases that are just waiting to be. They're just. It's inevitable. Money is the easiest thing to trace, especially a state grant. I'm assuming the grant system now, they probably have to explain why they want it, right, Eve?
Yeah, that is as long as you need to stop paying people out via text messages, and when they call you, they need to fill out the form because.
Oh, I only
is
did
the
that
only-
for the up until we had the forms going. I haven't
Yeah,
given a
yeah.
grant since.
Okay, perfect. Because the form, in the form, they have to say what they are using the money for, and if they then don't use the money for that reasoning, that is the only reason we can use it against them.
One second. What the fuck you doing here, Harry?
What?
The fuck you doing here, Harry?
I'm taking my seat
You're not taking your
at
seat.
the throne.
You don't have the right, Harry.
Yes, I do. I'm the wall.
You're the what?
I'm the wall.
You're the war?
I'm the wall.
Harry, you might be the fucking wall, Harry. You abandoned your
cannot be
fucking
knocked
post,
down.
Harry.
I can't be destroyed.
You
I'm
abandoned.
I'm
your post.
indestructible.
You abandoned your post, Harry.
No, I didn't.
Now you
Nancy,
go
'cause I
to
never
your
left the
account.
building.
You grab $150,000 and you give it to me. And then you can sit in your seat.
No, Lang. I'm a
No,
wall. I
Harry?
don't need to sit. I'll stand by my seat. Thank you very much.
Harry, I will do something I'm going to regret, Harry. Don't make me fucking do it.
I'm a wall. I can take it.
Harry, you cannot take it, Harry. Go.
Try me.
Prime, are you sure? You sure, Harry?
Baba said I'm
There
a
you
wall. I
go.
believe it.
Harry.
Nothing can bring me down.
Onyx will strike.
Let
I'm
go,
warning you, Harry.
And I'm a fucking wall.
go,
I'm a
go.
rock.
You are not a rock, Harry, nor are you a
Yes,
wall.
I
You are a
am.
man who abandoned his post.
I never left the building.
Now go and grab 100. Wait, you didn't leave the building?
Nope.
Where the fuck were you the whole time?
Getting motivational speech from Babas. Now I'm a fucking wall.
You are going to commit to all the sentencing HR gives you, Harry.
Yeah, because I'm a wall.
All right. Take a seat, Harry.
Good girl.
Okay. So
We
yeah.
fuck them over next time.
Well, at this point, I wanted to bring up another point of conversation here.
Mhm.
I think I've gotten to the point where I don't give a fuck about a second term anymore.
Really?
Well, it's not that I don't want to be mayor, because the reality is I really do want a second term. That is the reality. But the fact of the matter is I'm so ready to start striking back at these motherfuckers who are trying to fuck with me. Every single one. And I can't have both. That's the reality. I want to defund the hospital and absolutely obliterate Nicholas Simone. I want to walk into a PD meeting, let the entire PD know Michael Simone's plan with the city hall in that parking ground, or that underground parking lot. Okay. I want to start investigating all these motherfuckers who have misused state grants. Okay. I want to start. I want to absolutely dismantle the SRU and the PD and make sure they never see $1 ever again. These are, the hit list, guys, is piling up. I want to kill G Baby and fuck over anybody that tries to help that motherfucker. Okay? It's piling up, guys. I can't make any moves because of this fucking second term. I had a man stockpile 50 Class 2s. Not only that, but a bunch of weapon parts in the parking lot of my restaurant. The only reason I haven't made a move is because I don't want to step on toes and lose votes. That's the reality that I live in now.
Yes.
Now, the problem is, like I said, I won't lie. I really want to win another term. But at what point do I just keep sitting still while everybody keeps fucking me over?
We do what's necessary.
I don't know what's necessary. That's the problem, Eve. That's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. I don't know what to fucking do.
One more thing. I did speak to Bass yesterday, and he wanted to know. He basically said he does want to be involved in Aegis, so he just asked for an update. Because he said he doesn't want to just be a face for the board. So I just told him that we're still figuring things out.
He doesn't want to be a face for the board? That's great. The dumb fuck doesn't realize he's already been appointed one of the highest positions. So if he doesn't want nothing to do with it, that gives us less oversight. So it's good, honestly.
No, he said he doesn't want to be just that. He does want to do things.
Oh, hell yeah. That's even better if he wants to get involved.
Yeah. So I just told him that we're still building the structure. So we'll let him know when we're ready.
I mean, we can probably set up like an introductory meeting and whatever, but let people know what's good.
Mm-hmm. I also have been taking down names of people who are very clean.
Perfect. What do I do, guys? Do I keep sitting here and keep getting, fucked in the ass, or do I start making moves?
Make moves.
Nancy?
I think making moves is kind of your only option right now, isn't it?
Yeah, but then what happens if I don't win the second term? Then what do we do?
Wild idea. What if we build up a candidate to soak up the unnecessary votes to other people, but then we still ensure that you win?
Here's the problem, right? Is that one, we don't know when the second term will even start. I mean, how long was Mickey mayor for before they
6
even
months.
6 extra months or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
That's the problem. I don't want to keep, thinking votes, and then 5 months deep, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, your term is supposed to end in 3 days, and nothing. It's been super quiet.
So we just keep. Now, I will say, this has been circulating. Lang, I'm just about to send this to you.
Oh, God.
Eve, I'm sending this to you too.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors don't lie. New study suggests handwriting equals stupid.
What the hell is this?
Hold on. Let me just bump it up a little bit. There you go.
See, I don't give a shit about that, because you know why? You know what I did this morning? I recorded Osvaldo threatening to beat a police officer with a hammer, and I'm bringing this directly to Bass.
He beat up somebody at the hospital yesterday with a hammer. Bass, Divine, and somebody else was there trying to arrest him, and then He literally did it at the hospital.
Well, good, because I got video recording of this guy trying to beat an officer with a hammer to the point where the officer had to jump on a rooftop in safety. So he's gonna get obliterated. Now that helps build a case. Now,
Well, Bass could have charged him with terrorism yesterday because he attacked somebody at the hospital, and he just let him go.
Didn't for some reason.
well, you know how how that goes. The cops get very strange when it comes to people they know want to run for mayor. It's I don't want to get into it, but they just like let him get away with a lot.
Yeah, Osvaldo said his hand slipped, and the guy ran in front of him, and he somehow just hit him with a hammer in a wheelchair.
Meanwhile, Colin didn't commit terrorism and now has a 6-month warrant. I don't know how this shit happens, but they claimed he did.
Okay, how do you guys feel about me exposing everything about the Simones and going on this sheer aggression?
I am staying out of the Simone thing. You know that.
I
Let
feel
them
like
burn.
I feel like if you do that, I might poke them, and then City Hall might expedite that, and it would actually be good for us, honestly.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's then I'm on the entire HOA shit list,
Yeah, true.
which I don't
think
care.
I missed-
Listen, I've been on the better part of most people's shit list in the city for a very long time. I'm totally fine with that.
It just depends on if you want your second term.
But that's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Because
the
if you
second
lose
term.
HOA and then you dismantle SRU, you lose PD, or some of them at least.
Nah, I lose
Misuse
two. I
of
think
state
two
grants.
people. SRU is the lowest priority. The two big ones are the hospital and then HOA. Those are the two biggest ones.
And then misuse of state grants would just be civilians, I guess. So as long as you're ready to lose stuff, votes, and trust, then go for it.
What do you think, Tim?
I think it's not a decision that I'm able to make.
No. I need honest opinions from everybody, guys. Everybody.
Opinions, Tim.
Honest opinions from everyone.
I mean, the lawyer in me is saying, be careful. Don't do something to compromise. Your
Ages.
standing. Yeah.
And ages.
That as well. Before
Well,
you
they
can
just
get something
can't be
running.
compromised because you can only get replaced by a senator, right?
Yeah,
Say that
pretty
again?
much.
Oh,
What?
Tim can only get replaced by senator.
Only by a senator. A senator has to be the one that replaces him. So that's already pretty much protected with a layer. And let's say Osvaldo is the mayor and he goes to the senator trying to replace Tim. I mean, you really think he's gonna pull that off?
No, I'd fight him every step of the way.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Would it-
Tim
would
is
it
the
be-
best person to be appointed to that. He will dismantle anybody that tries.
Would it be beneficial for you to speak to the Senate and push elections now so that we can try to secure the second term? Then you can do whatever the fuck you want, rather than hoping you're going to be eternal mayor.
Funny enough, I'd rather not deal with elections.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just we've done every single term we've campaigned. Like, I'm burnt out on that shit. I can't. I mean, if you guys couldn't tell, I mean, last campaign I literally didn't even campaign. You guys did it. Like, that's how burnt out on that shit I am. But like I said, there's a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people know that I'm kind of in this position too, and it's why they're fucking with me and poking the goddamn bear. And like I said, me and Harry, we're killing G baby.
Yeah, that's number one on the list, right?
That's priority number one. And the only reason I haven't yet, people would assume it's, because Ray's my brother and I respect him, although that is true. I can't lie. It's mostly I can't lose Russ in terms of votes and the campaigning they do for me. Otherwise, G-Baby would have been dead last night.
Does Ray even care about G-Baby at this point?
It's not that he doesn't care about G-Baby, but he is a leader who doesn't want to show his members that he would kill anybody for his brother. So I get the position he's in. You know how these gangs are. It's gang above everything. Just like it's
Right.
similar to
Yeah.
how Cerberus, we put it above almost everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same mentality in that sense. So I get that he's in that hard position. Now, he won't care if I kill G-Baby, but it will create a shitstorm for him. So, that's it. What are you drilling? We're good.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the Simones, I had a conversation with Michael, and I straight up told him, listen, I'm going to stay out your way, you stay out my way. And then fucking the next day, I'm getting phone calls that he's asking people about me. So I'm just wondering what the fuck is going on now. So, it's people that, it's just people that I can squash like a fucking bug, and I can show them I can do it. The only reason I haven't done it is because I'm thinking of these votes. Even the hospital. My God. All I got to do is I got to go to fucking Crane. I got to go to the fucking senators and be like, who approved the rebuilding of this hospital? Was it state funded? Was it a state project? No. So why is it being state funded? I don't know. Who paid for this and who approved the documents for this? Oh, probably nobody. So how does this exist? I don't know. Boom, hospital dismantled. I have all the cards. I just can't play them. Even this SRU shit. Check this out. Right? The SRU drama. You guys are fancy with it or no?
Angel and Shelby. Angel apologized to Shelby, and they're all good now.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I have the wild card.
Yeah,
You ready
I
for
know.
this? You guys ready for
Yeah,
this?
okay.
Mickey transferred the budget to SRU, and the first transaction says, Angel is corrupt. Please investigate at IA. The second transaction says, fuck you, Angel. This was paid under duress.
Oh.
I literally have all the cards. I just can't play them.
He really said that in the ATM comment?
Yeah, in the
He did,
ATM
yeah.
comments, yeah.
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 Oh, God.
I feel like that's also we're actually gonna hit a stone wall with that because Pred is IA and Pred and Angel are married.
How is Pred IA?
I don't.
Guys, we know, when we hear that, we all know it's a joke and it's not going to work. They just prove me right every time. This is why Aegis was created, because they're never going to figure it out. Pred is only IA because he likes the title and pretending to have power, similar to why he's trying to create a union. It's the same exact reason. I got to show you that document, by the way, Tim. Remind me about that.
Will do.
So, like I said, we have a lot of cards to play. And in reality, it fixes up a lot of shit, too. I know it seems like it's probably a lot of personal vendetta, which I won't deny it is, but it also fixes a lot of problems. Like, how does a hospital plop up overnight, which I'm going to assume, and I could be incorrect, and I'm willing to admit that, with no paperwork, no approval from any sort of state or mayor or senate or judge or anything. And then it's built and branded by literal known terrorists. Now, is there a vendetta there for me? Of course there is, but it also answers those very, very daunting questions, like how that's even possible. We need to create structure for this city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even with the Russians, how does a Russian embassy plop up out of nowhere?
And then they take literal months to do anything about it.
Yeah,
they
and the PD is
and
like
it's-
fine with it.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing.
they just go-
That's
they
the
just go
thing.
chill
Mickey
at the
couldn't
gate.
do anything about it when he was mayor. I remember him stressing out about it the entire time. He just didn't know how do you deal with that?
Hmm.
That's why the structure needs to be in place.
Also, we really need to talk to Bass about getting people's jet certs back, like Copper, for example,
Yes.
because nobody can fly jets right now. It's actually a big issue. Nobody has Air One certed either. Like, that's also crazy to me.
Ridiculous.
How are they taking so long doing that?
I
They just
have
took
no idea.
everybody's away.
They need to like work on that ASAP. Like I've seen multiple people, like when I was with Bass for a bit yesterday, and I sat out in like countless meetings, and just people just don't have Air One certs and chases. And like I think me and Nancy were at the vault yesterday, like a few days ago, and there was 2 helicopters just hovering over the vault, and the cops just couldn't do anything.
They were yelling at them on megaphone saying, please land. But they couldn't chase. Everyone got their cert taken away, and there's no one to re-cert people.
So why
So they're just all
aren't
stuck.
why are they getting their certs back? Are they being trained?
There's no one to
No
train them. That's
idea.
the thing.
I have
So it's
no
just
idea how that's working.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck. Maybe we should just talk to Snow. Ripley was the last air-certed pilot that I saw.
Yeah. I heard them talking about Ripley. Yeah.
Did they not think this through? That sounds like a shit show.
Yeah.
So how do they plan on training people if there's nobody to train people?
I don't know.
So do we know who can pilot Air One right now?
No one.
I don't think anybody.
Wow. How has crime rates gone up? Is escape criminal rates gone up? Does anybody track this?
We can probably get that from the PD. I can request that we get we can get some stats.
I mean, like that's more of like a PD problem, but that does slow down the missiles a lot.
That's a mayor problem too, though, right?
It is. That's the thing. It is a mayor problem, but I don't know how I push for them to certify their officers. I'm not trying to big dick completely. You know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
big dick certain
Yeah,
topics,
yeah.
but like something like that where it's internal mostly, I could try to like talk to Bass and see if I can push a little bit, but that's pretty much as far as I can go with that, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing, somebody approached Bass and they are probably going to hold an event that is an award show for most of the PD. So Nancy, I need your help to select a venue for them so they can get a storefront to
Yep.
make a whole like award
Easy.
thing.
That's
inside
actually
the
an amazing
storefront.
idea. I love that.
Yeah, it was Jeffrey
Easy.
Price. He wants to have like 18 categories, and I told him to speak to Achievement Unlock to get
That's
the
actually a
the
genius
statues
idea.
made and everything for each category. And they're going to also have like worst criminal and best criminal, so they're going to be invited as well.
Cute.
Yeah, it's actually a really, really nice idea.
Yeah, I'll help them out. Anything they need for that.
So
Sounds fun.
yeah, I don't know, guys. Overall, I want to start making fucking moves, but I just don't know if I'm gonna regret it. I fucking hate it.
I feel like we should probably focus on one thing at a time instead of like jumping into everything you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Every single thing has a
Turns
big
into a bigger-
potential
Yeah.
blowback. Potential blowback.
Mhm.
Every single thing I want to do has potential blowback to it. I would say the safest one would be SRU because they don't necessarily exist right now, but that's low on the totem pole. That's not even priority for me. Priority would be obviously, fucking G baby. Or me of a hairy personal matter though. The hospital, potential exposing of the Simones, and then there was another thing. Oh, the state grants. Start investigating and taking that shit back in blood. Now I'm getting an unknown number call. This should be interesting.
Fun.
Hello.
Hello, Lang.
Hey, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just give me a little. Hey, listen. I know shit hasn't been happening, but interest is still there. All right.
Yes, sir. I'll ask is be patient. We don't do things overnight.
No, I understand that. I just didn't want it to be like, hey, I'm drifting off at the wayside, not interested anymore. It's just one of those. Hey, I'll maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Be like, yeah, all right. Takes time.
Teacher, how much do you know
About what? I mean, that's
about
a
the
very
business
broad
you're
topic.
involved in?
The business I'm involved in?
Yeah.
Well, I'm involved in a few different businesses. Which one in
Oh,
particular?
the
you
fucking
asking
mutual
about?
business that I fucking would call you about.
Well, there's two different businesses. You have the Asian shit and you have the mom shit. Which one are you
I'm
talking about?
what do you think I'm fucking talking about, TJ?
The one that starts with an A, yes or no?
The one that rhymes with bombs.
What do I know about it? I mean, listen, my guy. Why, you need some or what?
I don't know. You're misunderstanding the question. I'm just curious
Yes,
as to
I
how
am.
involved were you in that?
Was I involved? I mean,
Like how involved? Were you just a middleman, or is there more to it?
middleman.
Was there more to that, or was it just that?
Just that. Why?
I'm just curious. Listen, I'll be in touch about the other stuff, though, all right? But it's going to be a little bit. We got a lot of back-end paperwork we're working on right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, no, I'm not going by the wayside, and
Yeah, don't worry.
if it takes a month,
I
if
don't
it
forget.
takes a month, it
I
takes a
don't forget
month.
about people I want to work with. I always keep them on my
All right.
list. You're on that list.
No,
so.
I appreciate it. All right.
How they
All right, I'll
want
be in
people.
touch.
Yeah, you take care. All
Because
right.
They want.
All right.
They want people to
Bye-bye.
perform as well.
Sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got anything else? Harry, you good, buddy? You've been awfully quiet there, Wall man.
He's cooking.
Is he making tea?
Yeah. No, I'm a wall. I don't need to speak.
Okay. Anybody got anything else? Any suggestions? Anything?
I think we take it one
Nancy.
step at a
Harry,
time.
Listen, just don't be mad if I go super aggressive. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's fine.
It could
do
happen.
whatever you want.
It could happen. I feel it's happening.
Oh. We'll always be here to do damage control and back you as best as we
Yes,
can.
sir.
All right, appreciate you guys. Without you guys, right? Just know that.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry
deal.
feels that way as well, even though he doesn't show it.
He literally just said he wanted to kill me. So
That's how he shows he loves you. I'm gonna be honest.
Just a J.
Just how Harry
Tee
operates.
hee, just a J. Uh-huh.
I mean, come on, Nancy. Almost threw you out of a plane once, and now you're like one of the closest people to me. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
All right, but you
Harry
guys are all
feels a bit
good.
different, though.
I'm probably gonna talk to Harry about some shit. Wait, Eve, you wanted to talk about some private shit real quick too, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go do that real quick. Tim, Nancy, you guys are good. I'll be in touch about some other stuff probably later. Then I gotta handle some personal shit with Harry, but I'll be around.
All right, sounds good.
Let's go talk outside.
Harry,
I'll be here.
come.
And I'll remind you about Pred and the police union.
I need
Perfect.
you.
I suppose if the wall is needed, the wall can come.
Yes.
Gotta grab my katana.
Oh, what's going on? What the fuck you mean ramen?
It's about the operation.
Oh, gotcha. What's going on?
I got a word from Johnny yesterday that despite me warning Bane to not bring in G in the operation, he knows about the operation.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking Maron.
Oh shit.
What does that mean, though? That can mean a lot of
So-
things.
G knows every single person who's involved in the operation, minus us. He knows it's Bane, Bucky, Alexandra. He knows all the people who distribute.
We really gotta move fast. Holy shit.
Lang.
He just needs time to process.
Okay. I'm gonna call Johnny and see if he's around because he has the full story. Even Bane, but I don't know if you want to talk to either of them.
So was this guy brought in because they thought he could be trusted and he had potential?
I told Bane to not bring him in because that's like, for example, that's like giving our best customer at the arcade keys to the arcade so he can play. And I was like, why would you
Okay.
give somebody who is in a gang?
Yeah, you make a good point. So you did advise Bane and he didn't
yes.
listen.
Yes, I told him to not let him in on the operation because he said, "What do you think? What do you think about bringing G into operation?" I said I would be hesitant just because why would you give one of our best customers direct access to the operation?
Yeah, it's bad for business. And you told him not to and he still did it.
Yeah,
Well,
and I'm not sure if
were
he went
you
on
in
any
charge
jobs.
of this or was Bane? Like,
No,
just
I
so
wasn't.
know.
No, I wasn't in charge of
Okay.
distribution.
I still feel like
he,
if you would,
he did
I
he
still
did
think he should
he did
listen to
ask
you.
me, he did ask me to vet people, and I said it was fine, but I did tell him to not. I strongly advised against doing G, and I don't know if he went on any jobs or anything, but I was told yesterday by Johnny that he is aware of the operation, but not only the distribution team, not like me lying or anything like that.
I'm done. We're killing him, Harry.
What, Bane?
I'm killing Bane. I'm killing G, baby. I'm shutting the entire heroin operation down.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired.
I don't blame you.
I want everybody around Eve who's in the heroin operation to meet at Rooster's Rest right now.
Okay, I'll make calls.
I'm tired of this shit.
This is my fault. I left. I shouldn't have left.
It's not your fault, Harry.
It is. I was gone for too long. Mid-operation.
Hey, Johnny, can you meet us at Roosters?
Also, I got fucking
bet.
Hess texting me. I got to call Hess too.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Hess, what are you talking about exactly? Am I explaining it over the phone?
Not at all. So, that day, the day before yesterday, there was a raid at the parking lot. All I saw was this colorful pickup truck. I had no idea who it was. Wrangler was there. Essentially, later that day, I had left my car at the parking lot, and it was unlocked, and unbeknownst to me, there was some stuff stored inside. Nothing too major, but no one saw it except for Johnny. Johnny informed me of it, and he had let me know that I left my car unlocked in the parking lot.
What was inside?
A highly damaged AK-47 and cuffs.
Okay, but that's not your. So you're saying somebody put it there, or is that yours?
Pretty sure it was mine, but very, very old.
That's okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it, Hess. Just make sure you get rid of it, all right? And make sure you guys ain't storing anything illegal in those fucking parking lots, all right?
Understood. Yes, it's been disposed of already. Just a bit anxious thinking of everything else.
You're all good. Just make sure all your shit's cleaned. Guys, I can't penalize Hess because he's got a horrible prio. He barely gets into the server. Nah, you're all good, my man. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
The guy's able to get in like once every 3 months. I can't
Only
penalize
Johnny
him
is around. Bane, Bucky, Alexandra, not around.
Maron. I don't know what to fucking do anymore, guys.
All right, but Johnny has the full story, and he'll
go speak
know
to Johnny.
how. Okay, he's at rest.
Yeah, so like obviously like that is bad, but it's hard for me to like RP that out because I know the dude probably couldn't get into the server for fucking 3 months and forgot I was in his fucking car, and just I just feel too bad.
Avoid stuff like that. Mr. Lang?
Yeah, what's up, Bobbies?
I need your passport ID in the email chain so you can get your visa for Spain.
All right, I'll send that later tonight, all right?
Yep.
Thank you, Bobbies.
No problem.
I owe you, Babis.
You don't owe me anything. You had it all in you, Harry.
I'm a wall now, Babis.
Yes.
Yep, it starts.
Yeah, and there was obviously a clear difference of like actually letting Lang know versus him finding out. Man, it's fucking Lang is being backed into a corner, huh? Crazy shit going down.